Hey guys, welcome back to Kendi Beauty. So, tis the season to shop. I figured we would sort of do the whole rundown on the Ulta Black Friday sale. I'm actually very excited this year. I don't think, here's the thing. Here's my pet peeve with Ulta. I wish they would like once a year sort of do like a Sephora type of a thing where you could get anything, any brand at Ulta for like, you know, a certain percentage off. That being said, they do have like a lot of good deals on specific items. This year, it's no different. However, sometimes you have to be a little careful. So I figured we would sort of like go through what I feel like and what you guys feel like are great deals. And then also sort of like demyth or debust, you know, like some things that I'm thinking maybe it really aren't worth it to pick up at this sale. So if you're new here, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap the bell so you can be notified of all of the new upcoming videos. So first off, the sale starts Saturday 19th online, and I believe you can go in store Sunday the 20th. By the time this posts, that'll probably be after the fact. However, it does go until Saturday the 26th, and I actually, because Ulta's website is such a hot mess right now, I was on the phone with Ulta for like an hour, and I found out, and I don't know if I was supposed to know this, but the person I said, although she was wrong about something else, so don't quote me on this, but according to this person that I spoke with at Ulta, she said that there would be like one or two other events after Black Friday. That's the way she made it sound to me. But like I said, she was wrong about something else, so don't quote me on this. However, I'm just going to go through, you know, what I think is good and what I don't think is good. But there's going to be different things as well. Like for the most part, most of the sales will be available a week. However, there's like 2 or 3 different sections where you might be able to get some stuff on Tuesday instead. Starting off with I'm going to try to keep it mostly makeup related because I just feel like there's so much with hair and skin with Ulta. But I will just like do the brands. So Ulta Beauty Collection, 50% off. Morphe, 50% off. It's a 10, 50% off. Beautifying by Ulta Beauty, which is like their curation, I think, of like mini sampler sets, gift sets with the perfumes and so forth, 50% off. The Sexy Hair brand is 50% off. NYX Professional Makeup is 50% off select holiday kits. Again, with all these Black Friday sales, we have to kind of like, my hair is so fragile-ish today. We have to kind of like look at the fine print. At least that's what I've been running into with Black Friday sales, because I'm like, ooh, 80% off. Not at Ulta, but like other brands, ooh, 50% off. And then you get to the site and it's like select products up to. So really it's like 20 and 30% off. Too Faced, 50% off select products. ColourPop, 50% off select palettes. Also, ColourPop, I believe, will be doing a sale themselves, but it's not going to be 50% off. I think it's only like 30% off, and then they have certain things as well. Hot Tools, 50% off gold curling irons. Sorry, guys. Kiehl's, 50% off the creamy eye treatment with avocado. Let's see, I'm trying to like do the main things. J-Cat Beauty, 50% off entire brand. Derma E, 50% off select products. Lancome, 50% off the cleansers. It Cosmetics, 40% off skincare, but it excludes some sets. And Juvia's Place, 40% off lip and eye palettes, but it excludes the Valhalla 2 palette. Hims, 40% off select products. Kylie Cosmetics, 40% off only blush, bronzer, and highlighter. And then they have something else going on later on Tuesday. Kylie Skin, 40% off entire brand. So if you're into Kylie Skin, that's a really good price. She never really has 40% off. Eylure, 40% off multi-packs. Ardell, 40% off the holiday kits. This is going to be painful. Kiss, 40% off select holiday lashes. Coming Tuesday the 22nd, there's select mascara faves, which includes like a Clinique mascara, It Cosmetics Tarte Maneater, looks like a Benefit, the Roller Lash. And I think there's a Too Faced, the Damn one. I forget what that one's called. Those are going to be $12, but that starts on Tuesday, November 22nd. And then Fenty Beauty, Jaclyn Cosmetics, Kylie Cosmetics, there's going to be select lippies for $10. I heard the Kylie lip oil is really good, so I think I might grab that on Tuesday. MAC, 30% off select eye and lip. I don't really know what that entails. Makeup must-haves, 50% off. I don't know what that entails either. It says choose from Urban Decay, Lancome, Smashbox, and more. I really wish it would tell me. Oh, it does tell you now. Okay. So the Naked Wild West palette looks like it's going to be maybe on sale. The Urban Decay Cosmetics Naked Heat, which is a really nice one. I like the Wild West. I like the Heat, so those are good. And then the Reloaded is also going to be on sale, it looks like. The Smashbox Contour Palette will be on sale. And it looks like KVD, the Skin Perfecting Foundation. So when I tried to log into the site last night, I wasn't able to see any of this. And they even said when I called in on the automated message, their website was having problems. So it looks like now there's more information than there was. So definitely check that out. And then also the two palettes, there's only two palettes I think that Ulta has right now on their site for Jaclyn Cosmetics. But on Tuesday, the Luxury Luxe or Lux, the Mother collaboration that she did for Mother's Day, and that palette and then the Strawberries Field palette will be 50% off. And I am seriously contemplating getting one or the two of those palettes. I don't know yet. But those are going to be 50% off, and I feel like that's a really good deal. But at the same time, they could be limited edition, so I'm like, do I grab it? Do I not grab it? Move over a little bit. Okay, so the KDB foundation, I feel like if you are a fan of this foundation, that is a really good price. Instead of $40, it's going to be like 20-something dollars. Advent calendar for NYX, I feel like that was overpriced to begin with, and still with 50% off, it's $32 too much. This is how I feel about some of these things. Like drugstore, I feel like it has to be really discounted for it to be like a great thing for me to grab. Like this advent calendar was way too much in my opinion. Like when did NYX get to be $60? However, if you really love NYX, then maybe it's worth it. All of these things, keep in mind with like, this is my opinion, what would be useful to me, what I feel is a good deal or not. But I want to go over as much as possible so you guys can just see for yourselves. And also, I just want to thank you guys so much for those of you who are using my links. I see you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. It's very helpful. And I love your support. Thank you. And I will also include links for Ulta's site and then maybe like some specific brands and stuff that I think are good deals down below. The Essence Lash Princess Holiday set, I feel like $14.99 on sale for $11. You do get 4 mascaras. I think it could be a little bit steeper, but I do think it's still a good deal. What I'm kind of blown away with is the Wet n Wild Peanuts PR box, because this is still like their new collection. It's the Holiday Peanuts collection, and it was $70 and now it's only $50. I feel like that's a really good idea. Really good deal because it is the PR box, so you get like the whole shabam. And lately Wet n Wild has been killing it with their little collections. I loved the Care Bears palette. I loved the Little Miss Stars, or I forget what it was called. Those palettes were really nice. So I honestly, if I wasn't broke right now, I would probably pick up this Peanuts PR box collection from them. Another killer deal is the ColourPop Hocus Pocus 2 full collection. Is this last year's or this year's collection? If you never picked that up and you've been wanting to get it, $63 for the whole collection is amazing. And I don't even know if you can get the whole collection on ColourPop's site. Urban Decay Wild Greens eyeshadow palette. I wanted to get this palette. I never pulled the trigger. Here's the thing. I would be like, oh wow, this is a great deal. It's 50% off. However, if you guys have a TJ Maxx and Marshalls, which is going to be shown in one of my shop with me's, I'm going to try to get that out. But they are having these palettes in stock, at least in my stores. So at Ulta, it's $22. However, I was able to find these palettes for $16 at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So in my opinion, although this is a great deal, I would pass if you are able to find it and want it in other stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. And usually when like they start to have stuff, they'll have more and more of it, at least for a few months. The Too Faced Christmas Bake Limited Edition Makeup Collection. I can't believe this is on sale already. This was $54. Now it's $27. I don't think their holiday stuff is always the best quality, so I would probably pass on this. However, if you wanted to pick this up, you get 3 palettes for $27. That's kind of a killer deal. The Morphe 30X S. No Silent Nights Artistry palette. I, for some reason, am drawn to this palette. I did see it in store and I'm still drawn, and I'm like, what should I do? I haven't reviewed a straight up Morphe palette that hasn't been like a collab in a really long time, and I'm seriously thinking of picking this up. I know, we all have our opinions about Morphe. However, something about this color story just calls to me. Plus, I kind of want to do a review for you guys because I haven't done like I said, a Morphe palette in a while, and it's only $13.50. And I just feel like, how can you go wrong? Like, the quality cannot be that bad. For all those shimmers and mattes around this time of year, $13.50, and all of their palettes are $13.50. They're all like killer deals. So if you're a Morphe fan, you might want to, I think they're having their own sale as well, but Ulta carries a good range of the Morphe palettes, so you also get your Ulta points and you can get rewards. So I think, in my opinion, this Morphe 50% off is a killer deal. Any palettes, like the recent palettes, I've been more tempted by. Their other palettes, I'm like, meh. But some of their more recent ones, I feel like they've been stepping it a notch up with the color story. So okay, then it looks like you can get the ColourPop 2 palette by itself. Morphe Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, $19.50. It's originally $39. Honestly, I would pass. I think this is a really old palette at this point, and there were some formula issues, so it's probably the new formula. I personally feel like you might be able to get it cheaper down the road. $20 is still a lot considering this palette is so old. However, if you've had your eye on it, then pick it up. The Juvia's Place Nubian Earth eyeshadow palette, same thing. Although it's $12, that's only $8 off. And quite frankly, I feel like you can get better deals on Juvia's Place palettes, so I would pass on this. However, it's a beautiful palette, but I just feel like you could get it for less down the road. Okay, did I mention the Too Faced deal, 50% off? So Too Faced Pumpkin Spice, they have select products that they're having on sale. Honestly, if I had all the money in the world, I would probably pick up all of these products because the products that they have are not like their garbage products on Ulta's sale. So I'm like pretty amazed. Like the Pumpkin Spice Second Slice Sweet and Spicy eyeshadow palette, I think this was last year's Pumpkin Spice one, not this year, and that one got like a lot of good reviews. It's only $27. Again, another Morphe palette. The ColourPop Stone Cold Fox eyeshadow palette, $17.50. That is such a good palette. Okay, so I own this palette. This is the Juvia's Place Culture palette. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. And they're not even having the Wahala 2 palette. The Culture palette came out this year. So for it to be only $22.80 when it was originally $38, almost $40, that's almost 50% off. If you've been wanting this palette, I would say grab it because I don't think you're going to get a better deal, at least not this year on this palette. Considering it's a brand new release that they came out with this year. Now the Nubian palette below, I would pass on. I don't think that's discounted enough. It's an older palette. I don't know. If it was like $7, okay, but not $12 from $20, no. Okay guys, I have heard from you that the Naked powder, and I don't know if it's this powder, so let me know down in the comments below, but I've heard that the powder, one of their powders and one of their concealers are really good. So if this is that powder, this is marked down from $40 to $20. I would definitely pick this up. I'm considering picking it up, but I wanted to check with you guys first because you guys are the ones that recommended it to me. So let me know if this is the one and I will probably pick it up. Juvia's Place Garden of Juvia eyeshadow palette. I have been wanting this palette all year. It has not been marked down at all. Not through Juvia's sales, not through Ulta sales. So I think this is going to be as good as it gets for this palette. It is a beautiful palette. Beautiful. I don't even like pastels, and I swatched this in store a long time ago, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting. So I think this is a killer deal. It's $10 off. Like I said, I don't think for this caliber of palette from them, you're going to get much cheaper, at least not for like 2 years. I think this is going to be a great thing to grab, and I don't think you're going to be able to get it any cheaper anytime soon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Too Faced Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. Holy camole. They have some Too Faced stuff in Marshalls and TJ Maxx. However, I don't think it was even this cheap. This palette is originally $52 and it's on sale for $26. This is a run, don't walk. I have a feeling this will sell out. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. Too Faced, when they execute palettes the right way, they're amazing. When they don't, they're horrible. But this is like in the amazing category. This is one of their better palettes in my opinion. So especially if you love like neutrals and you're more of like a natural person, I would definitely pick this up. The KVD Epic Butter Lipstick, Nourishing Vegan Lipstick. This is amazing. I wish they had more colors in this line, but the Nourishing Butter Lipstick is just such a great formula. I have two of the shades, She's Define and Lolita. Like I said, I wish they had more shades because I absolutely love the formula. I love that it's skinny. It works really well on the lips, and they're originally 20 something dollars, $22, and now they're $11. So I definitely recommend picking this up. So far, like I think my like biggest things are the Too Faced, this, those are like the main ones. Like I'm like, yes, you need to get this while it's on sale. Okay, another have to get is the Too Faced Sunset Stripped. Have you guys seen this in store? I have. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I've seen both of these palettes in store, the other one, the Natural Nudes too. And these palettes are so pretty. That's like a really good deal on both of them. So if you, honestly, even if you're not Too Faced fans, the quality on these palettes is so unbelievable. I highly recommend you pick this up. I would say grab this Uma Beauty palette because their palettes are amazing. However, the last, like I want to say 2 years, they've done killer Black Friday sales where they've had 80% off. One year I got like all of their palettes before they came out with Black Magic, and oh my gosh, it was so, their palettes are so beautiful. I don't feel like people talk about them enough. I need to do like a dedicated video to their palettes because their palette quality is beautiful and their color stories and packaging are beautiful. So is $30 from $44 an excellent deal? Yes. However, I would hold off and wait to see what Uma Beauty is doing themselves because like I said, a couple of years in a row they've had 80% off, and I'm thinking they'll probably do the same thing. If they do, that's way better than this, obviously. Okay, and then the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Again, this is another good palette. This came out so long ago, but it is a beautiful palette. I have seen this at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I don't think it was this cheap though. I think it was like $28, $29. So if you've wanted this palette and just never grabbed it, now is the time. I think that's a really excellent price. All right, you guys. So that is it. I tried to keep it like short and sweet. Again, I only really focused on makeup. There are some really good deals, and then some deals you just kind of have to be like, you know what? Could I get this cheaper down the road? Do I need this right now? Some of these deals are like, yes, get this because you're not going to get a better price. They're probably going to sell out. Get it. And some of them I'm just like, I could probably get this cheaper. None of these are new releases except for the Juvia's Place, the Garden palette, and the Culture palette. Those came out this year. All the rest of this stuff is older stuff. However, I don't think you're going to get a better price on the Too Faced. I don't think you're going to get a better price on those ColourPop palettes. The KVD stuff, I don't think you're going to get a better price on that. So those things, I would say, if you need them or want them, get them, save that money, get those deals. Some of the other stuff is objectionable, and like if it pertains to you, if you need it, you know, most of these deals are really good. Some of them could be better. I mean, there's always like so much you have to weigh when you're doing Black Friday shopping because it can be like overwhelming and it can be like kind of a rush and you're like, oh, this. But like when you take the time to sit down and dissect everything and just kind of like let it marinate in your mind, like sometimes the deals are not that good and sometimes they are. So just things to keep in mind because I know I'm having to cut back this year majorly. I said that last year, but this year is even worse. However, I don't feel like I've seen that many great out of this world deals. I feel like this Ulta sale is though really, really good. So I hope you guys let me know if you pick anything up, what your thoughts are. What are you getting? What are you holding off for? Let me know down in the comments below. Spill the tea. Like I said, I will leave the links if you guys want to use those. I more than appreciate your support. Thank you guys. As always, the holidays are coming up. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.